Hey everybody, it's QuiteGoneJin here. It's been a little bit since I've played some Fallout 4. In the last episode I ended up not actually playing the main game because I played Grognak the Barbarian for like an hour. I got so sidetracked by it. When last we left, we and Nick were going to talk to this doctor. Listen, Dr. Amari, you're the one that can extract memories from a brain, right?
You're the one who can extract memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
So,
we need a deep dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Why does she need it?
I'll take a look, but no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein? Ego, fetch me the brain. No?
No, I will not. Now, do you have it?
She has no sense of humor.
Here's what I could find.
That was a
What's
creepy
this?
smile.
This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick is an older model synth, right? Go on, Doctor.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari.
He seems fine with it.
I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
Thanks, Nick.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Give me back my son.
Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
All right.
Let's see here.
What do I do?
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
So...
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two?
Of course.
We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Yeah, justify it any way you want. Of course you have to hook me up.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
Where? Right here?
See you on the other side.
Oh, here. Alright, I'll take a seat. It's a very comfy looking chair. It's interesting that you have two of them, exactly two. What's happening?
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host.
Of course.
Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Whoosh, I'm in your brain, Nick. I'm in your brain, Nick. Yeah. I'm gonna mess around with your memories. Or it's not your
Can you hear
memories.
me?
Yep.
Ah, good.
Okay.
The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary.
It's kind of
I'll try to
spidery.
step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's
fall?
location.
Oh. Follow the...
This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove
Dad was either
disorienting at
drunk
first.
or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
Hello, Kellogg.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way.
Okay.
And she protected me from Dad.
Did she love you with her fist?
That cost her more than a few beatings.
Yee.
I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
What happens? No? Nothing?
I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke.
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
Can I move
What's
on?
it mean? Mom? Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this.
Oh my god.
You're old enough.
Really?
You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless.
Oh my.
But you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy.
Yeah, he murdered...
And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to
Where are you
use it
going with that
if you're going
gun
to
in
survive.
your hand? No.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
Okay.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
No, it really doesn't.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you.
I can't sprint in here. I wonder if that's
There.
my...
Try
That's
that
my
one.
bug, or if that's just this place. Memories?
Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
His voice reminds me a lot of the narrator from Max Payne.
You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the
wonder if it's
NCR
him.
these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
What does little Mary want?
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it
When it's gone.
when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand.
Sounds a lot
That's what happiness felt like.
the Max Payne narrator.
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Who's the she?
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Oh.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
Just
I
put that
know.
in his leg.
I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
She's
We
fine
are.
with him shooting people.
You'll see.
She's not as innocent as
That's okay. I got her.
memories think.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Where is it? This way? Yeah. Alright. This place is weird.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg?
He's running down a corridor and someone's talking to
You
him.
thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
Sounds like
Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
doesn't sound good. So that I'm drawing distinct similarities between what's going on with him right here and what went on with me. And I think they're trying to do that. They're trying to make me identify with someone I've just murdered. Whatever, he murdered my wife. Kidnapped my son.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So young here.
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
That'd be a cool place for an expansion. San Francisco.
There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was.
Yeah, I heard
Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
Let's find out.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job is done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Doesn't seem like... Oh, maybe is it this way? No, that's the way I came. Okay. How many memories am I gonna invade just to find out how much of a scumbag he is? Scumbag. We need to learn where the Institute is.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
Oh,
So,
this is
you're with the
promising.
Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life.
His eyes are twitching.
I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again.
Oh,
It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately?
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed. And I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Which suited me just fine.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Shoot her. Do you shoot her? She seems calm.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here.
Well.
Ah, there's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Kellogg's brain is gross. I feel dirty. Oh shit. I recognize this place.
Cryogenic stasis.
Fucker. I know what you're gonna do. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Vault computers are still working. That's good.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends.
He murdered them all.
Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Me.
Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all
That's my freaky wife.
Find him.
Pod C6.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller.
You can't handle me, bro.
Even if he somehow got thawed out.
Smashed your head
At
into
least
the
I know
nuclear
those
weapon.
Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
Why are you talking like you know you're dead?
They won't be able to hide from him for
like
long.
you're aware of your death. That's weird.
Down the hall near the
Philosophically, that's confusing. That means that the machinery and that piece of brain has consciousness. Don't do it, you fucker.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out.
I kind of want a screenshot, guys. Give me.
They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Yeah. Nice screenshot. Alright, continue.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Don't. No. No. Don't kill my freaky ugly wife. Don't kill my scary wife.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never like to.
Oh my god, she's got big hands.
Yeah. I guess it did remind me of her.
Huge man hands.
Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human.
No.
Better this way, though.
No, no, no.
Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Then why do you have a gun in your hand?
Come here. Come here, baby.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
No, no. I've got him.
Let the boy go.
Oh boy.
I'm only gonna tell you once.
Oh boy.
I'm not giving you Sean.
They could have made that more gory. I mean, now.
Get the kid out of here. Let's go.
I don't know why. That would have hit more emotionally.
At least we still have a backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
I thought that would be the one. Tell me what's going on. Oh, it's this one. That's right, that's right, that's right.
Is that your son?
I think so.
This appears to be a very recent memory. So...
Wasn't my
good news, I
idea to
think.
settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But
Surgical
it was
journal.
one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were.
Sean wants to be a
Me and the
doctor.
kid. Like a happy little family.
He's-
I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Man, eh?
Oh boy. Piper's really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor, he's gonna be really mad this time. I probably
What
should
now? Oh, shoot him.
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil.
Alright.
We know
Info.
he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Ryan Virgil, Glowing Sea.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Liar. I'm your father. I'm your father. Oh no. Creepy little shit. He's creepy. He's old and creepy. Well, older.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Really?
Bye.
Huh.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no
isn't one.
entrance. Let me pull you out of there. as soon as you're ready.
I'm ready. Do, 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 do. It's so bright.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had.
I'm fine.
No one's ever done this before.
Where's
How
Nick?
do you feel?
Where's Nick?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything.
Okay.
He could answer all sorts of questions.
Yeah, let's find
Where
him.
did the memory say he was? The glowing sea?
Yep.
That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
Why?
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant.
Monsters.
Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds.
I can wear a suit.
Why, it doesn't make sense.
It's all about the power
Virgil
armor.
fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead. D-E-A-D. So
Okay.
be sure you find a way to get through there with your life intact.
Okay.
And good luck.
Thanks.
By the way,
Whoa.
I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Fucking finally. We're like close to level 30, and this is the first time I got idiot savant proc on a big mission turn-in. It really did not pay off this playthrough. Like, at all. Alright, we gotta go upstairs and talk to Nicholas. Okay, so I just couldn't, Where's Nick? There he is. You good, Nick? Don't make me hit you.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head.
Oh boy.
That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Dude, that's creepy.
Nick, are you still in there?
What? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Never mind.
If you say so. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Alright. Well, we are going to see where it takes us next, but in the next video, this one was
Dr. Amari and Kellogg's memories. It got me thinking.
What?
It's just there's still some Nick Valentine history I've been wanting to put a bow on for a while now.
Okay.
I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Yeah, what's...
Sure thing.
What's up?
What's the case?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath a sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
Okay. So let's go get him.
Eddie Winter was from my time. Real scumbag.
The story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever.
So he's a ghoul.
So he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
Watch who you're calling a frozen banana, pal.
Watch who you're calling a frozen banana, pal.
Get over yourself. It ain't always about you. Now, listen to the important part. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one.
All right.
And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter.
So let's go. You know where it is? Let's go get him.
Ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again.
Ooh, so what's the...
I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie, even if he's still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie Winter, even if he is still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
It's nothing. Just some old business of Nick's that needs taken care of. Justice has to be served. Now, are you in or not?
Sure, buddy.
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is,
okay,
but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds.
Arrogant
Back
prick.
in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates.
Really?
On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to, including one of Winter's that I managed to snatch from the Cambridge Police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. My gut tells me the Boston Police evidence terminals are the key to cracking this one. It's probably worth paying a visit to any of the departments you might have stumbled across.
Alright, so we'll listen to the tapes next time. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to move on with the main story or hunt down Eddie Winter next, and I'll take those into consideration. Thanks so much. This episode was very story-driven, but very interesting, and we'll continue next time. Have yourself a great day. Thanks kindly. Bye-bye. On the left, I talk about mods and play the minigame Grognak, and on the right, you find out how sick and twisted I am in a game of Would You Rather.